It is Survivor Jams this weekend, and that does mean, of course, that we are going to be seeing the Olithority versus Team Lukewarm Luke Owen. Now, we now know the full lineups of both teams. On Team Olithority, it is, of course, Mr. Davis, Pete Quinnell, and Louis Dangoor Nougat. On Team Lukewarm, you have Lukewarm Luke Owen, Adam Blampied, and the surprise member, El Fakador, Laurie Blake. Now, I have been given the unenviable task of interviewing each member of each team. We will start with the Olithority and then move on to the Team Lukewarm members. So, sit back and watch. Louis Dangoor, Nugget, Nougat, if you will. I met you when you were fresh-faced, new to the channel, new to the website. Where did it all go wrong, mate? You were such a nice guy, and now you've just joined the Olithority like it was nothing. What happened?
Hang on. What do you mean went wrong? It's never been better.
I mean, the Olithority is clearly the evil team here. I mean, Lukewarm Luke Owen, he's such a nice guy.
But he's not. The whole reason I joined the Olithority is to get back at him for the whole get rowdy meme, where he just basically took advantage of me and made a mockery of me. So if you're saying where it went wrong, that's where it went wrong for him. He decided to pick a fight with me for no reason. I simply submitted a thumbnail that I thought was good to use. Clearly wasn't, but that's beside the point. And he decided to make a mockery of me. So I don't know why people are so surprised that I've joined the Olithority.
I mean, well, I don't want to go into it right now. It's too upsetting for me to even think about. But obviously, you've got Survivor Jams next weekend. It's you, Pete, and of course, Mr. Davis up against a team of Lukewarm Luke Owen and two mystery competitors. Who do you think they're going to be, and what do you think your chances are of winning?
Couldn't care less. We're going to win regardless. So along with your website role, you do the stats for Patreon, don't you? And the Wrestle League.
Mm.
Who's the top in the office of Wrestle League?
Liam is joint top of the Office Wrestle League.
With whom?
With yourself, yes.
Who finished top of Wrestle League last year out of the Office?
That would have been Adam, I think, in the people who actually work for WrestleTalk and not freelancers.
Listen. You're just part of this. If you're asking me who's part of Luke Owen's team, it's clearly yourself from this completely completely biased interview that you have completely twisted to work against me. I am clearly the best at predicting things on the WrestleTalk team. I'm top of the Wrestle League out of those in the Office, alongside Liam, but I'm top. So when you ask about our chances, it's not even close. If Ollie has brought me on, Mr. Davis has brought me on because he respects my opinion. He acknowledges my accomplishments. I've dethroned Luke Owen once for Quizzlemania. And I don't know why people are so tentative and doubtful that I can help Mr. Davis do it again.
Well, strong words from Louis Dangoor. We'll just have to, Nougat, and we'll just have to see what happens next week at Survivor Series. Well, good luck. Up next is Chopper Pete Quinnell. Chopper, why did you join the Olithority, man? I've known you for so long. What happened?
I mean, you've seen my promo I cut, right? You know, after AEW All Out, when I joined the Olithority and literally explained why I joined the Olithority, people called it the Pete Bomb, literally the talk of the wrestling world.
I don't really watch it. I don't really watch wrestling. Sorry.
Why are you here? Why are you interviewing me?
I mean, because you've got Louis Dangoor on your team now. I mean, he can't interview himself, you idiot. I mean, someone's got to do it.
Apparently, they'll just get anyone these days.
Hey, I am the editor of WrestleTalk.com. I have a qualification in journalism. I've done this before. There's a reason I'm here.
And yet you didn't do your research and watch my promo before you started interviewing me.
Gosh, hey, that's because no one cares. I mean, it might got like 5,000 views. I mean, like a clip on Wrestle2 gets that every single time. Who gives a crap, man? Just why it doesn't. Whatever. We're fighting. We shouldn't be doing this. What do you think your chances are for next weekend now that you have Nugay on your team?
Well, now that we have Nugay, formerly known as Nugget, Louis DANGOOR, you might have noticed that it's a 3-on-3 match, but only one side actually has 3 proper individuals formed to be a team. We're the Olithority. We are one cohesive unit. And you know who isn't a cohesive unit? Team Lukewarm. They're 3 individuals who've been forced together. You know those tag teams that WWE likes to use where they just chuck random single stars together? That's Team Lukewarm. We are the New Day. We are people who have come together and been together for years, figuratively speaking. Because we have a shared goal. We are a stable and we are much more cohesive. They're infighting. They're not going to be able to do proper predictions together because they're all going to be infighting about who has the right answer. But we all know, as members of the Olithority, who is right, and that is Mr. Davis. So you ask me, who do I think is going to win? It's the Olithority.
Strong words from Chopper Pete there. We will just have to see what Mr. Davis thinks up next. Now, I am here with the leader of the Olithority, Mr.
Sorry, to jump in immediately. Chief Executive.
Chief Executive, Mr. Ollie Davis.
Not leader.
Okay, Chief Executive of the Olithority, Mr. Davis. Now, Mr. Davis, Lukewarm Luke Owen has now announced his full team for Survivor Jams. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm surprised he's got friends. First off, you know, I thought I was his only friend, and then he betrayed me. So I believe that made him nil friends. So I don't know what's happening with the camera effects. I'm here with my good friends, the McMahon family, and so yeah, they're very still at the moment, but they're being respectful. They're here as my seconds, and I don't even need them because I've got the strength of Chopper Pete QUINNELL and Nugay Louis DANGOOR.
Of course, Louis is renowned for his prediction technique, but of course, Chopper not so much. But do you think you still have enough to win on Sunday?
Well, that's the genius of Louis. You know, Pete came in because I needed those points. Also, he's a solid guy. He's a good number 2. I look at Pete, I think you're a number 2 right there to Chopper Pete always. And with Louis, it helps that he talks to people backstage in WWE and AEW and everywhere, so he will know the answers. I can just know what's going to happen.
Well, it certainly seems like you have an advantage going into Sunday, but we will have to see what happens at Survivor Jams. So I am here with the captain of Team Lukewarm. Luke Owen, how do you feel now that you have a full team? You have 3 full members of Team Lukewarm.
Randy, I'm feeling really good, my friend. I'm feeling excellent. I hit a few bumps in the road in finding potential partners, but I have amassed the single greatest team in Survivor Jams history. You've got me, the Jam That Champion, the 2-time Jam That Champion, a former Quizzlemania champion, a former Quizzlemania Tag Team champion, the current Cinemania champion. You have got El Fakador Laurie Blake, one of the original members of WrestleTalk, one of the founding members of WrestleTalk, the man that I have danced on stage with. He is a brilliant mind. Not only that, but he is a multi-time winner of Wrestle League. When it comes to predictions, Fakador is your man. And then to finish off the team, we've got the new blood to WrestleTalk, certainly not to YouTube, Adam Blompier, who he himself, no stranger to wrestling predictions. So I think, you know, the Olithority has amassed a pretty good team. You know, you got Chopper Pete, a good friend of mine. You got Nugget in there, a former Quizlemania champion himself, and you got Mr. Davis. But they're going to be no match for Team Lukewarm Luke Owen. I got that right.
Now, you've obviously listed a lot of accolades there, but Chopper Pete has suggested that perhaps Lukewarm is a team of individuals rather than a one cohesive unit. What do you say to that? And what do you think your chances are this coming weekend at Survivor Jams?
You know what? The Olithority may be a cohesive unit because Mr. Davis has paid them to be that way. But you know what you cannot buy, Andy Datson? Friendship. You cannot put a price on friendship. You cannot put a price on loyalty. You cannot put a price on former champions from all sectors of the WrestleTalk universe. You cannot put a price on being the Jam That Champion.
Some truly beautiful words, and no more than I would expect from the Jam That Champion and the captain of Team Lukewarm. Well, we'll just have to see what happens this coming Sunday at Survivor Jams. Thank you very much, Luke, for joining me. So I'm here with Adam Blompier. Adam, how did Luke convince you to join after he was looking for so long?
Well, look, you know me, Andy. I hate authority. I hate Ollie, and I'm not a huge fan of Louis. So I'm a big fan of Pete, but obviously that is 2 out of 3. So you better the Luke you know than the Ollie you don't. If you know what I mean. It's a game of 2 halves at the end of the day.
But I've asked this to a couple of other your teammates, but Pete described you as a team of sort of separate people rather than a cohesive unit. What are your comments on that, and how do you think you're going to do this weekend?
I'd like to refer you back to the Raw Tag Team Championships for the past 5 years. Are they made up of great runs from established tag teams? No, they're not. They are made up of teams that are thrown together, main event stars, forced to coexist on the tag scene. They always do so much better. And that's what me, Luke, and Laurie are. We're 3 main eventers. We're coming together for one night only. And we're absolutely going to walk away with the W. Of course we are. Have you seen us? We're excellent.
Well, I mean, I didn't believe you, but then you mentioned the Raw Tag Team Championships, and I don't need any more convincing. But thank you very much for joining me. Good luck on Sunday. I can't take sides as a non-biased interviewer, but I hope you win. So I'm here with the newest member of Team Lukewarm, El Fakador, Laurie Blake, who had originally ruled himself out of competing. Now, Laurie, what changed your mind?
I didn't want Luke to waste his time bartering backwards and forwards with Ollie over me. I wanted Ollie to struggle and try to choose and fill up his team with Chopper, Louis. What a waste of time. This is it. It's all a ruse, isn't it? Now, Team Lukewarm, me, Luke, Adam, that's a banging team.
Absolutely. Now, you've called yourself a banging team. Pete earlier suggested that you are a group of individuals and not a team. What are your thoughts on that? And what are your thoughts on your chances for next week, for this weekend, sorry?
Put it this way, yeah, sure, we're a team of individuals, but that means that there's more minds thinking differently, more people applying themselves differently to the problems that picking what WWE might do at a show presents. Ollie's team, the Olithority, Mr. Davis's team, sorry, the Olithority, they just all think the same. They just think what Ollie thinks, and what Ollie thinks quite often makes him lose. How many punishment videos has Ollie done? He's absolutely useless. I am also, by the way, a 3-time Wrestle League champion at this point in time. I have outpredicted everyone in this company multiple times. I'm not saying that maybe, I don't know, maybe I should have been given a shot for the championship at some damn point, because just by the statistics alone, if it's a sports-based product we're presenting here, I am, statistically speaking, the best player at this game. However, I'm going to apply that skill to help Luke win. And then when Luke wins that, we will once again prove that El Fakador knows how to predict stuff better than anyone else.
Well, as an interviewer, I'm supposed to remain impartial, but you've got a point.
we will have to see what happens on Sunday. Thank you very much. I'll fake it all, Laurie Blake.
So, some crazy, crazy words from some equally crazy people. Now, to see how this goes down, tune in to WrestleTalk on Sunday night to watch Survivor Series live predictions along with Ollie, Pete, Louis, Luke, Adam, and Laurie. I know who they are. And if you want to show your support, let us know in the comments who you think is going to win, and head over to WrestleShop.com where you can buy either a Olithority t-shirt or a Get Rowdy Lukewarm t-shirt. But for now, do click the links on the screen, like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe to Parts Unknown. I have been Randy Andy Datson, and that was interviewing people from Survivor Jams.